We're live again. Welcome back. How much you want to bet Xavier's in here first? We're gonna turn setting. No. No, please. It talked with me this time. Please. Please play. Guys, it's loading. Is my connection bad now? Dismiss. Go back. It says... What? I swear this thing's gaslighting me. It was just here. Show me the stream.
Ever feel stuck trying to come up with your next big video idea?
No way, it just... It says excellent connection. It looks like we're moving. Welcome. Hello? Hello? Welcome. Hello? It's so bad. Is it? Hello? Is it? Hello? 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 I'm gonna wait for these hellos and then I'll change myself. Hello? Hello? I'm gonna wait for these hellos and then I'll Okay, guys. Yes. It is delayed. But it's delayed with my voice. We're working. It works. Okay, let's go back to here. This is what I have done. This is what I have done. Look at that. Look at him. Let's make this really slow, and we're just gonna get an inside lip job real quick. Oh my god. That's pretty good. Look at that man. Look at that beautiful man. What a piece of art, to be honest with you. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, we will start launching a session, which essentially means I'm just going to make Fortnite play on the other end. But we need to figure out how to do like an AI thing to where he'll go after you when he sees you. Because I don't know how to do that. Because I don't want to just put him on like a designated path. So let's see. Fortnite custom AI enemies. That's definitely a title of a video somewhere. Create custom enemies / NPCs. Create custom enemies. Custom... I don't know how to like essentially just make it say win person visual touch person with taco. Let's look up Fortnite make Five Nights at Freddy's AI. FNAF made in Fortnite? No. Made a patrolling AI that switches to chase mode when it gets there. Did you say how you did it? That's pretty cool. How do you do a patrolling AI? I don't know. Who knows? They're trying to hide it from me. Okay, what it looks like he did... What's the sound? I need to hear it. I need to hear it. Okay, there's no volume. It doesn't matter. I don't know. So this is our man. This is how big he is. We can always make him bigger if we need to. Okay, let's go here. And let's look at what we have, because we have some things that are used for AI. Or not really AI, but you get the idea. Okay. We need to go devices, AI. We have patrol paths. It's got to be something with that. What is that? Creates a zone that can be used to block AI from navigating an area. Allows AIs to follow a path connected with multiple nodes when the AIs are not in combat. Only guard AIs are supported. See, guard AIs. This isn't just a reskin of like a guard AI, I feel like. I feel like this is more. Show path and play mode. Go to next patrol group. How do I make this guy into a guard AI? Because what it means by guard AIs is just the guard spawners. Okay, maybe if we look up how to make patrolling AI in creative. That is not creative. That's normal Unreal Engine. Fortnite creative. If you're not going to want to be nice to me and give me my answers. No. It's possible. I just don't know what I'd use to use it or do it. There. I don't know. Anybody have any ideas? We have verse code, but I don't think it can do that. Well, it probably can. But I mean, there's literal guard spawners. Let's go see if there's anything in verse code that could help us. Let's go to. Just open the verse code so I can see it. Open a file. Thank you. Okay. Why is this thing angry? I didn't even do anything. Let's search for AI. Okay, that's a little narrow. Let's just look up the guard spawner, and we're gonna see if it has any properties that we could use to help us. Guard. Assign, node reach, enable, disable, go to next patrol group. Okay, nothing in here. Guard spawner device. Eliminated hired event, disabled, enable, spawn, despawn, hire, force attack target, set guard, hireable, get spawn limit. Nope, not exactly. Not gonna lie, not exactly. Not what I'm looking for. Mm-mm. Okay. Well. Let me get rid of you for a second. Oh, we have our Macho Man. You could do it manually by just coding everything. But that'd be annoying, and that would be a lot harder than, I think, doing it by not coding everything. You know, there has to be a way to use a device in Fortnite instead of making your own. Because there's literally guard spawners, which have AI, and it'd be so easy just to use their AI. Because I'm not going to make a good AI. It's going to be like, it see you, it go for you. And it's going to ignore the walls. See, that would be the hardest part. The easy part is doing an AI that would go towards, like, that's the easiest part, but making it actually have a path through the walls, and then after that, going back on that path to patrol again. Fortnite custom AI. No enemy, just AI. Don't put words in my mouth. AI Fortnite character generator? Best Fortnite. No. No. These are image generators. What do you got? These are APCs. Learn about NPC behavior in states and how NPCs use them for decision making. Create character definitions, add attributes that can be imported. Custom NPC behavior. I don't think NPC is what I'm wanting. Is this... okay, it looks like... oh, he has... I need to be able to use my own character for it. Let's check it out, though. It's right here. Okay, it's actually in beta still, it seems. NPC spawner. NPC character definition. Okay, I don't know what those are used. We'll have to make a new one, or that one. Spawn through wall, spawn count, allow spawn a timer. Okay, that has to be what they used. Can I change this skeletal mesh? Don't access. Okay, I guess I'm not allowed to access. You are so smart. How do you know how to do all of this? I kept doing it. Guys, do you want to see my other project? We'll go there soon because I'm gonna need to steal my code. We're gonna go to Chupacabra. Okay, so now it doesn't let me change the skeleton. Fortnite is so stingy. You can change very specific things. Static mesh. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just make you be a cylinder because you're a bitch. Look at that cylinder. Okay, it's not working. Get out of that. Get out. Actor, general, LOD, misc, physics, rendering, streaming, all. Okay, it doesn't look... I want to say something, but I'm holding back. Okay. Okay, you can't use custom characters. It has to be one of the other NPCs. It's time to call on Uncle Bill. The other one I've been working on for a while. We're gonna steal his code. Oh wait. Stop it. Stop. Exit. Okay, Uncle Bill, we're gonna steal your code. Character 1v1. Don't wonder why it's called character 1v1. This is when I made the whole custom character. We're gonna open verse code. And this is just our reference, because verse code is so weird compared to Java and C# and just mainly Java. It's a weirder code. It doesn't like semicolons, I can tell you that. Custom character device. Now we have this open down here, so we're going to go back to our project. Go back to AJ game. We can make him move towards the player, but I don't know how. I would say if they're wall in front of you, then don't do it. See, I also can't have him constantly moving towards the player because that's just not fun. So this is all the code that we've used for the last one. Don't worry, it's giving me all the errors because it's not in its project. But we're not going to actually run any of this. So this is all the code for the custom character that I built. And then we have a camera, the enemy, the custom enemy. This is just makes the player invisible. And this is just a chair that you can sit in. This is where the bulk of our stay is gonna be. We want mainly this one function right here is gonna be our friend. We're gonna do a move to function. This constantly can move the player, can move a prop to a player or to a different position, which we could make. Is this what you are going to school for? Yeah, but I haven't learned any of this from school. I've just done this for fun on my own time. So that's essentially what you're going to do. Real quick, we're just going to do a fun little quick one, which makes it move towards me. And I can't do it in this one. Where's my player positioning device? Wait, no, this is what I wanted. I need to open a new verse file in this one. Create a new verse file. We're going to go... Let's name this AJ AI create. Let's open it. Program, yes. It is, but school isn't teaching me anything right now, so. Because it's easier, my favorite button is Control C and Control V. So what we did for this is that we get editable, because right now why we're doing this is because we want to make an editable, which essentially just means we can see it in Fortnite instead of having to go back to verse code. And we're using a creative prop. We're going to rename this to AJ's... what do we want to call this? AJ's running component, because this is his running animation. So we'll go running component. Okay? So this is just him running. He's going to constantly be running. There's no idle or anything, or like alerted, which we might not do. Running constantly might fit him pretty well. It's also easier. Now what we do is we look over here, and we want to find a way to get the player's position, which they make it so weird to like get the player in the actual game. What you have to do is first we need to import all of this stuff so that we can access the stuff to do it. There. And then we go down here and we essentially... these pink things are our variables. That's the name of the thing. And then we go and we get the play space, which is what we're actually in when the game starts. And then we get the players in that space. And then we go... This is going to be a cheap fix, but this essentially means if player equals the first player. So if you're the only player in the game, then we're going to get their fort character, which is, we get the fort character because we need to get the translation of them, which essentially just means the position. But the thing will have to change. Keep playing. Hey, buddy. Is gonna be trophy. The all players 0, because this 0 means, God, it means you're the first, like you're the only player in the game, which we're not gonna be. We're gonna have to make this manipulate itself to be multiple, but this should be easy for now. And then we go and get these variables so that we can actually keep track of where we are. Don't get mad at me. Needy. These go under my editables, but they're just global variables. And then now, instead of using that, we're going to have to make this. So if we run this right now, all this is going to do is that it essentially on begin, it gets all the players and it gets their positions, and then we don't have any loops, so it's just going to run once. It sets each of the dude's positions to the player's position, so he'll just teleport to where we are. So if we want to go here, we go close. We got to build the verse code. And then down here in our content drawer, we get AJAI. It's this verse class, and it comes out like a little computer, which is actually makes it easy. And then we get the AJ running prop, and we assign that as AJ's running component. This guy is the prop. And then, well, we now need to launch a session, but that takes a while. And we still need to figure out how to make him not just move towards the player or teleport on him. Hey, Rosie. Yes. Which I'm thinking, I don't know. I mean, you could do it in verse code, but it's just a lot harder. I mean, you could do something like you could do zones. It's kind of no, that's bad though, because if the AI is in one zone and the player's in another zone, the AI won't see it even if they're like a foot away from each other. And once the AI enters that zone, the player's going to get chased. So that's not great. We might be able to do something like that though. We make the zones as long as the hallways, so if the player enters that zone while the AI is in it, then the AI can see it unless its back is turned. And then it moves towards the player. The hardest part is going to make it avoid the walls and run in a straight line, because what it will try to do is it's just going to find the shortest position towards the player. But I also don't want to make it look choppy where if it starts running into a wall, I don't want to tell it go back and like turn that way, because it'll just struggle like heavily. And then the animation for the running might get messed up. We might be able to do something like zones, where it just moves infinitely forward depending on the player. Yeah, That could work. So it's not AI at all. Guys, no AI is going to happen here if we make it like that. It's just going to be a if-else situation, which is fine. So let's start the game. Now, when we start it, it should teleport to us. Maybe. Never mind. In the game. Wait, that I gotta see what the... Man, I am beyond impressed with you so smart. Thank you. It didn't teleport to us. But I kind of want to see what this guy was up to. Can I talk to him? Or does he just spawn? Where'd he go? Oh, there it is. Did you brush your teeth today? Yes, you did. Good boy. Guys, this is a good run. I still like this. You want to know why it's not working? Because I'm stupid? No, it's because I never said move to. This doesn't teleport it. This just gets the position. I don't even need this. Why would I want that? I don't want that. If player fort player.get fort fort.get transform. This is player position. This should be called player's position. And then this is not needed. Let's see. Are you on a Mac or PC? I'm on a Windows PC. Yeah, Windows PC. Now, it's the easiest way. It looks ugly though. We'll just do the loops in the on begin. It's fine. We don't need to do that. Yeah. Okay, so let's begin. We have loop. First, though, what we want to do is put something called async, which essentially, I know it needs 2 loops. It's gonna get mad at me. Or is it sync? It's not async, it's sync. My bad. It essentially just makes it so that whatever we put in both of these loops, it'll just run simultaneously. So it makes it a lot easier. So for this first loop, let's go and grab the move to function, because it's a long function. Oh, I don't want that. Can I just get... There's the base. Boom. I didn't grab the other function because that one is connected to another function that constantly updates the player's position based on key clicks, and we're not going to be moving Alejandro based on our key clicks. So let's go AJ. No, I said BJ's. AJ's running component dot move to. Fort character. Let's make the fort character a public variable so we don't have to deal with it. Fort, don't get mad at me for doing this, please. Fort character, and we leave it open because we don't know what we want in it. Do you not like that? That's usually how you would leave it open, or it likes question marks. Oh my god, why is it so hard to type? No, it doesn't. Okay. Everything's mad at me. Let's just put a loop in here so that So that is, you know, we're gonna print, make this sleep for 5 seconds, and it prints. I don't know. What do we want? What do we want it to print? It can print tard, just every so often. Okay, now we need to make this sleep for, let's just go 0.1. Data member Fort of class H. Oh. Get rid of that. We don't need that. That made everything mad. Let's see. I could do this, but it's not gonna look nice. I want it to look nice. I'm gonna move to Fort transform. It got mad at me because Fort is a concrete class. You can't like variable it. Actually, I messed it up. I'm an idiot. I forgot you need to put the identifier of it. Whew. Character. Yep. Equals Fort. Character. Okay, you don't like that. Well, do you like question marks? No, you don't. Okay, it doesn't like question marks either. We'll just do it without doing that. Guys, this is really bad right now. I haven't done this for a few weeks. I've looked at it, but I haven't done this for a few weeks. Yeah. I don't need that right now. Just go to 0.0. That is not 0.0. Thank you. Okay. Fort. God. I don't understand why I think like this. It's so much easier to do that. What did I just type? Can I see it? Why is it so laggy? There we go. Perfect. Set. Don't get mad at me. Am I allowed to set it, or are you going to say it's concrete? Okay, thank you. So now we go. Actually, we don't need any of this. We just need player position. Boom. Now this should, whenever I run it, it should not constantly teleport the guy to me, because it only receives the player's position once. So it should only spawn him on me when I spawn in the game. If it doesn't, then something isn't working. Obviously. The verse code in Fortnite is very stingy sometimes. You can't do some stuff other. Oh, there he goes. That's a perfect view. Thank you for spawning on me. Okay, it said tard. That means we're all set. So it spawned on me. So firstly, I need to put his positioning down because he spawned on top of my head on my crotch. Well, I was. Oh yeah, that's Alejandro for sure. I'd know. So now the easiest way to do this. Actually, let's not do the easiest way. Let's make it look a little clean. so I don't have to change it later. How do I... There we go. Blind. Is that we want to get... Wait. Want to make a function. Oh! Yeah. Let's do function. We'll call this move towards player. I think that's the same one I did last time. And it's going to take a variable of fort. Which now what we're going to do, we don't need this player position anymore. We're going to get rid of that. This is going to be in the if statement now. Yay! So now it can access what fort is and it doesn't get confused. Now we need to make move towards player. So let's go here. Move towards... God, typing is so hard. Player. Then we need to return a vector 3, so it's not going to be void. We need to return a vector 3. What else? That's it. That's it. We don't need to return anything else. Why did I put a plus? Stop it. Okay. What do we want this one to do? We essentially just want this one to update it, right? Yeah. I forgot how I did this. Or how this language likes to do it. Let's do player.get fort character fort. Oh, that's how I did it. We need to go. Okay. Position. That'll be what we send to here. So say position, and we go, and we want to do fort. Wait, I'm messing this up. Stop it. Fort. I did this wrong. Wait a minute. How do I put something in it? I forgot. So if we look at our old function, we have fort. What is this? Move custom character. Move custom character right here. Okay, yeah. I just forgot. I keep forget to put the definition of what I'm actually putting, which you have to always do in any language. I just don't do that always. Fort character. Now we need... Wait, why is this in here? We need to put you over here. Fort dot get transform, right? Is it transform or is it translation? I knew it! It's translation. Get translation. Okay, well, are you happy now? There you go. No, it's not. You're lying to me. I think it's lying to me. Fort.get. Oh, it's transform.translation. Why do they add an extra step? Dot translation. It makes sense. But I don't want it to make sense because it's annoying. Okay, so now that just gets the transform in the translation. And then we go here and we say return position, which is a vector 3. So now everybody's happy. What this is going to do, it loops every 0.1 second and it calls this function, which this function calls this function, and it gets the characters transform every time it gets called. And it puts the position back in. This should, if I did it right, make the character move towards me. Very quickly, but still towards me. And it might be very jittery. Build verse code. Push verse changes. And start clicking. Okay. Yeah, it's a little jittery. But we need to change that. That's not the loop. That's not that 0.1. Oh, that's a little better. Oh, there we go. That's better. Look at him go. You can't catch me, bro. See, the problem with the move 2, though, actually we can just add 100 to it, is that he only moves towards you. So technically, if you walk at the slowest pace known to God, he still won't catch up to you. We're also going to need to change his orientation so he faces us. But yeah. The orientation is going to be weird. I can base it on which direction he's moving, because I can't base it on player if we're going to do the... I don't know. Because if we want to do the zones, then whenever the player technically enters the zone, he just runs until he gets to the next zone. If the player's in that one, he then runs through the zone. That would be hard, though. It'd probably be pretty bland because we'd have to make hallways as the game. You just run through hallways, which wouldn't be terrible. Because I don't know how to do the actual like AI stuff. That like he can see the player somehow. But the only thing I can do or think of in here is what was it called? View rotation. There. That's what it's called. That's what I used to make the Minecraft. I've also made Minecraft where you can build blocks. And I'm trying to make something else. Don't worry about it. View rotation. I know that's a thing. I've used it. No. Where's my view rotation? Okay, maybe it's not get player. Get player spectating. Get players. Okay, it is so laggy. Get player UI. Get players. What was that? Get player spectating. Okay, maybe it's in... Gotta look up rotation. 57? Delta rotation? No, we don't want that. Rotation? No. No. Not in this section, I know that. Where's this? No. Rotation. 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 A lot of rotation. Rotation's annoying to work with. Stop it. There it is. That's what I was trying to write. View rotation. This might be the way we do this, or location. I use location, but rotation might work. Maybe. I don't know. Because that would only be if the player's looking at him. Looking at the AI. This is like depending on either the rotation is a rotation where they're looking, so that's just turning right or left. And then the view location is where they're looking from, which is essentially we can just use player position, so that doesn't really help me. It kind of helps me. It's the camera position, so it's actually behind the player. I don't know. We're gonna need to think of how to do AI, or not AI, because there's not a lot in here. I've looked through this whole thing. It's like there's not a lot. Like, you can't do collision, which is stupid. You can't register that. You also can't do physics. Fortnite has no physics. I've tried to create physics. It doesn't work. I think they're adding it soon though, which would be cool. They added Walking Dead. They have walkers now. Well, as I've seen, they have a Walking Dead update. But the only other thing I can think of is going to be this thing, which is actually in Fortnite. We go to devices and we go to, I think it's environment. It's not. It's probably gameplay. Yep, it's gameplay. Mutator zone. Oof. My god. Thank you, lag, for being present, I guess. This mutator zone, when anybody enters it, that's mainly for players or creatures or guards. So it's not going to be able to register this guy, which sucks. But it can register players. I'm thinking. I don't know. I don't know how we would make pathing AI like that. Because the guards are not really good at doing that. You know? Let's see. Let's scour again for a second. Custom AI for FNAF characters in Creative Fortnite. That's probably too long. It's not. Why am I screaming at the computer? Custom Fortnite character. How to make custom animation. No. Five Nights at Freddy's in Fortnite. Okay. How did you make it?
Love games, but hate the grind?
Did you
With
do
Lumon,
like...
You can be invincible, unimaginably wealthy,
did you do...
or even teleport.
I made Five Nights at Freddy's and he's going to stay there for a short period of time. Once that time has passed, he's free to move to another node. I also wanted to add a visualizer to...
Oh, wait. That's how he did it. Wait, how did you do that? Modeling?
Dude's movement. So, since I only want the dude to move in a certain area, that being near his office, I am going to use these things called nodes. For the purposes of this game or video, a node is just a point in the map where he can be positioned at. You can see I used orange balls to visualize each node here. Now, the way these nodes work is that the dude is allowed to move from one node to any other node next to the current node he's standing at. So while he can move to any adjacent node, He cannot stop halfway. He must always be at a node. So I coded the nodes into the game, and now we can start coding the movement. For the dude's AI/behavior, I made it so that every 4 seconds, the dude can do one of 3 things. 1. He can move around to another node. 2. He can just stand there and do nothing. 3. He can turn around in place without moving, giving him the chance to spot the player from behind, for example. After a bit of coding, I had the movement, and here's our dude moving from node to node. Now, like I said, we have some tasks that the dude can do, so now we need to make him do the task whenever he
Okay,
reaches a
that's
task.
easy though.
So the
How does
tasks
he-
in this game were pretty straightforward.
How does he
too.
spot the
Whenever
player?
he reaches a task node, he's just going to stay there for a short period of time. Once that time has passed, he is free to move to another node. I also wanted to add a visualizer to let the player know that the dude is doing a task. So after spending way too long figuring out how to add VFX, this is the result I came up with. There's supposed to be sparks coming out, and they're lovely, right?
Okay, wait.
Probably and switch,
Camera.
or the player moves,
What?
block the device's vision. I made a quick to the still stays on, so my friend. It's that
Those things might work. Wait.
through here. It's gonna be super risky. The HUD has 2 cameras. Made it through the first one, and second
that's
one
so
doesn't
stupid.
seem to be active, so that's okay. Okay. Ah, you are dead, my friend. You really messed up this time. Yeah. What are you doing there, listening to?
Okay. So we know the nodes, but we got the wrong side of the AI. We need the killing AI. That, like, when the player sees it happens. Let's check out these things. These are called perception triggers, which I've never really used, but they should work. Activating team, trigger delay. Player looked away. Device sees a player. Device loses sight of a player. Player looked at transmit every X triggers. Okay. That is what we have to use then. We found it. Firstly, rift point volume? That's new. Let's do this. And let's say, yeah, advanced trigger delay, none. Get rid of that. Okay. This is what we're gonna do. Hopefully this works. This makes it easier. We're gonna do a quick little attach to AJI. Nice. Now if we say 0, 0, and 0, it should be right inside of AJI. Okay, where is he gone? Oh, it didn't attach. Did it attach? It might have attached. What are his things? We're just going to copy his, and then we're going to paste. Okay, let's put it at his head. Right here. So these are going to be his eyes, so that he can see us. Nothing is going to happen yet. I just want to see, because Fortnite, you can combine meshes together and they stay, but when it's dealt with their own devices that you didn't make, they usually get mad at you. So while that loads though, let's discuss our next plan of action. What we're going to do is that perception trigger, let's say every time it sees an enemy, so it's always going to be kind of like narrow view in front, or a player, it will make the AI chase the player by simply ignoring walls or anything. All it will do is will make the AI chase the player if they're visible. And if they stop being visible, wait. Can we see if there's walls in front of us? If they if they stop being visible, it will run for maybe 3 more seconds to see if it can catch back up to him, and then it will look around again. We'll have 3 cameras. We'll have 1 straight and 2 to the sides, and it will look around and see if one of the side ones sees him. And if it doesn't, then it returns to its pathing. I don't know how we're going to make the pathing though. We're probably just going to do nodes how he did it, but I'd rather do it smoother. So like every hallway corner, we make him have the decision of turning around or moving forward. Okay, let's see if it works. Does the camera stay on the player or on the Macho Man? No. See, this is the biggest problem. It doesn't like to move. Why are you looking at me? What are you doing? Bad boy. Bad boy. So what we're going to do instead, we're going to go and check this again because we made a chair move, which is also a Fortnite device. But I'm pretty sure that we did that. Okay. Now we see that might work. But we also... That might work. Something like that. It's called a perception trigger, right? So let's get perception trigger. Right here. This is what we want. Whoa, don't do that. See? Now we're going to add a new one. It's going to be at editable. Control V, perception trigger, device. What do we want to title it? Let's name this AJ's Eyes. Why not? So now we have the device, and then we're going to go down into our loop, and along with our AJ running component, Control C, we're going to make this move towards the player as well. So we keep everything the same except for the beginning, which just defines what device we want to actually move. Okay, it's not giving me problems. Actually, wait, we don't want to move towards player. We want to move towards AJ. So we're going to make a new function, which is move towards AJ. So you know what we can do instead of that? Actually, wait, maybe not. Maybe not. Move towards AJ. What do we want to take in? We want to take in nothing. We don't need anything. And we want to output a vector 3. Look at that beautiful vector 3. So pretty. Now, once we do that, we want to go to, say, position, just like last time. And we say it's a vector 3, and then it equals, this time, we're going to do AJ's running component dot get transform dot translation. So now we need, oops, it's in there. We don't want that in there. What? Stop it. Go away. Okay. Now that should work. So this should move AJ to us and the camera to AJ. Build verse code. That is a beautiful. Oh, it's an eye. I didn't even realize that was what the animation was. That's cool. Push first changes. Yes, indeed. We're also going to have to eventually get rid of this guy moving towards us immediately. He's still going to move towards us, but we're going to have to do nodes first, and then if he does see us, he breaks from the nodes, and he goes straight into hunting us with his nachos. So let's see. The camera should now move towards us. Okay, I can't. The camera's not moving. I'm an idiot. I didn't tell it what to move. Here, look. Right here. We got to go in here and we got to assign perception trigger. Let's actually change this real quick. We have AJI, so let's make this AJ's eye. AJ's forward eye, because we're gonna have to have 3 different ones so that we can actually see the difference. Yeah, sounds about right. So let's now start the game. Now it should move the camera. There he goes. It's a little... Okay, we're gonna have to change it. It's not following the character exactly. And that's because we did the dum-dum and we put it in the same loop as it. So now every time it has to wait 0.5 seconds before it can go down here. So we're gonna remove this from here and we're gonna put it in our beautiful second loop that we have made. Control V. And we go 0.01 because we really don't care about the sleeping. The time actually takes is right here, and we're gonna change this to AJ speed in seconds, which is it's weird, but it's easier to do instead of changing both variables. So now we go to this and we go to let's put this at the top. Var AJ. So we don't need the variable. AJ painful speed. We want to go, what do we want it to be? It wants to be a float equaling, let's say 0.8. That's how fast AJ is going to go. Actually, we want that to be an editable so that we can edit it during the game and adjust it accordingly. Yes. Editable. There we go. Now it's an editable. Now we have an AJ speed. So, build verse code. Save. Push. Now, if we start the game, it shouldn't be lagging behind Macho Man anymore. It should be right, it should move exactly with him. Yep. It's still behind him because, I don't know actually. See, it's moving at the same time. Why are you behind him? Why are you so stupid? Stay with him. I think it's just because... No, it still ends up right under me, just like Macho Man does. He does on top of me, though. He likes to be on top. Why is your... Don't look at me. Look away. Okay, what if I jump over you? Okay, I'm gonna hide behind this. You can't see me over here, right? Okay, when will it stop following me? Oh, it can't see me. And it just saw me. It can't see me? It can't see me? Wait, let's see. Okay, it can't see me anymore. Okay, it just saw me. Stop it. It can't see me. Okay, that might work, kind of, for an AI thing. But it sadly is not wanting to move with Macho Man at the same time for some reason. It's like it's lagging behind him by a second or so. Wait. How is it working? It never returns a vector 3. It shouldn't be working. That doesn't make sense. How's it been working? I forgot to make it return vector 3. Uh-oh. Move towards AJ. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. It should have been 0. It shouldn't have been doing anything. Let's see if it works now. File. Save. Verse. Build verse. Push. Is this connected to him? Is it attached or no? No, it's not. Attached to my boy. Attach. Attach to AJAI. Okay, it refuses to attach to him. Why are you so needy? I just want you to attach to him. Attach. No way that's gonna work now. Let me do this real quick. Please don't tell me it was just because I wasn't clicking it right. Go back. Or like get out of here. Clear. Okay, we have no eye. Move to. Is he gonna stay with him now? Oh, you're a special kind of annoying. I hope I'm gonna burn you in hell. Now you're staying with him? Yeah, no. No, that's not cool. That's not cool, bro. I'm gonna cry. You made me cry. Okay, well, all this code that we made doesn't need to be there anymore. Except we can now replace it with perception trigger code. Which, in big boy words, just means... Oh, what the heck? There we go. Oh my god. Very interesting. Dang, attach. Yeah. I didn't see your chats. They just now updated for me. I don't know why they weren't updating. Sorry. But we now have him on the eyeball. So, yeah. We can probably do one more thing real quick. First, though, I need to test the eye. So let us get rid of the running prop real quick, and then we're gonna put a wall down. Wall. let's use you. File, save all. Now we start the game. So now we're just gonna see if the eye sees me. Okay, the eye sees me from over there. That is terrible. That is not ideal. Okay, he sees me. Okay, what if I go behind this? Okay, can he see me if I go back out? Oof. Can he see me behind him? What is this 360 Owl Vision? No. Yeah, look at my crotch. Okay, so we might need to put eyes in the back of his head. Can't see me, right? And you see me. See, that's good. That's fine. But I don't want him to be able to see me when I go behind like this. Okay. Maybe we can change the settings. Like, maybe we make it not swivelable. Like, where it can't turn. Is that a thing? That has to be a thing. Activating game. Player looked away. Device sees a player. Device loses sight of a player. Player looked at transmit. That is stupid. What we can do, let's add collision to Macho Man. He's a skeletal mesh though. Let's go in here. Let's change it so he has collision, and it might block the camera to where he can't see through the back of his skull. Okay. Okay, Macho Man. There you are. Collision. No camera. I want collision. I don't think he doesn't have collision though. Yes. No, not custom. Let's make it. What do we want to do? Block all. We'll say. If that, I hope that works. And that gives me the collision I want. What is that? I don't know what that is. We might need to add block all as well to that. Compile. Did he update? I hope he updated. Push. Save. Okay. Well, going good. If this works, then we can make it. This is just the first test run, so we know what we're doing. Collision is always finicky. We might have to re-import him a little bit, but I should be able to add itself pretty much fine. Let's see. While we're waiting, let's just add a second one over here to test his collision, to see if that one just didn't update. That one might have not just updated. Does Alejandro know you were doing this? I don't think he does. I do not think he does, which is good. Let's keep it that way. If he comes on this stream, we switch over real quick to something else. Okay? But I also don't think he'll come on because it's no, he will eventually. He'll find out the hard way when it's already out there. This is gonna be good AI though. This should work. This should work. The one thing I was missing was something to, perceive the player, and now we have it. I just need to make the perceiving a little bit more fair for the player, instead of being able to look through dang Macho Men. Oh, that is a problem, isn't it? We need collision anyway. Let's just see if this collision works. Collision. Not a good sign. Collision. Nope. No collision. Go back. We need collision. God, this is so annoying. We usually like to use what was it? I think it was fort building something, which is up there. I'm pretty sure it's fort building. Fort building mesh. Maybe. Ooh, I love secrets. Of course you do. Everybody loves a good secret. I'm thinking. No, okay, instead of this, let's keep it the same way it is. Okay, let's just go no collision. I don't care anymore. No collision. We don't need collision. We don't need collision. Because they're going to die when they get touched anyway. And what we'll do is that when this turns, the camera will make the character, or the body turn. And we'll make him... We gotta make him way slower than the player until he gets hangry. This is just thinking right now. So when this guy turns, he should turn. How do we do that? Oh, I think I should be able to do that real quick. Okay, instead of us updating the position. Ooh, wait. Shh. We're gonna make it move towards AJ up here real quick. And we're going to change our rotation. So right now we're at 0, 0, 0. How do we get... We need a... We need to get the player's rotation, but it's very stingy about it. Whenever I try to get player's rotation in verse code, it doesn't work. It doesn't actually look where the player's looking. Hopefully it works though this time. Let's do this. Let's do Control V. Nope. C. Yeah. Control C. And now we go Control V dot rotation. I cannot spell. Unknown member? Okay, I thought so. Then let's... Oh, it's translation. Let's go... Boom. Perfect. Rotation. The hardest part about rotation is that you can't edit individual parts. You'd have to make your own. So let's hope that he is not... He has the player's rotate... Okay, you know, you'll see what I mean. He might. He might not. Build verse code. And push verse changes. And go here. And AJ running prop. And file. Save all. Push changes. See, that is the problem. Maybe. Yes. When...
Rosie, let's go outside.
Can we get the rotation of the perception trigger? Actually? Wait. Can we? I didn't think about that. Perception trigger, where are you at? AJ's eyes. Dot. Sorry, bye-bye AJ. Get.
Outside.
Transform dot rotation. And then, can I print this though? I don't think it'll print it for me. Poof. Print. We'll just call this rotate. Rote. It's gonna be rote now. Print. Rote. Not like that. We want it to be like this because we want to print the value. Good. Good. That's really good. So if we can access that, then that means it might work. Let's test this first and see if this way works. I don't think it will. Because when the player looks at the enemy, the enemy is going to look where the player is looking, so it's going to look behind him. So let's see. Yeah. So look, if we look at him, okay, it's a little off. We'll have to adjust it. It's not bad. So now it said stop. Why are you so menacing? Let's use the perception triggers rotation instead. The only problem we might have with this is that he's going to rotate him. I think it was pitch or roll, but up and down, and it might make him start floating. But we can at least test it. So let's go here and let's go boom. Control C, and let's go fort dot. No, we want to do this. Yes. First, builder's code. Push first changes. Let's see if it works. This should work. Start it. Okay, it doesn't. See, that's what I'm talking about. It doesn't get the angle. It gets like the initial world rotation, which sucks. It doesn't. It just doesn't, guys. It doesn't. What's also wrong and bad is that if we use player rotation, then we don't know how to define which player's rotation we want to be doing, you know? We want to try to find a way. Can the perception trigger tell me what player? If so, then it might work. Let me see that real quick, and then we might end it for now, and I'll do some. I won't do any work outside. I'll just look some stuff up. So can the perception trigger tell me? Agent looks at device. Agent looks away. Device sees agent. Sends the agent seen by this device. Perfect. Returns an array of agents that are currently of the class defined by this device. We don't need that. Succeeds when agent is registered to this checkpoint. Looking at returns an array of agents that are currently of the class defined by this device. Succeeds when agent is registered to, okay. This is what we need. We need device sees agent event. We need to subscribe to a function when that happens. And when that happens, well, we can change our player variable to suit whoever the device sees. But we still have the problem of our rotation. Whenever you look tired, thank you. Yeah. We need to go back even further. We need to get back to right here. There we go. We need yaw, pitch, roll, and degrees. Because one thing we want to do is, I think it's the yaw maybe, or the roll or degrees. One of those. We're gonna lock because we don't want it to move up and down or side. We're locking two of them. I'm pretty sure we need to lock the roll and the pitch and the roll. The yaw is the one that just makes them turn, I think. So we need to find a way to make it look at the player like that. Okay. Time for math. How would I be able to make something constantly look at the player if all I had was the player position and all I needed was a yaw rotation value. Math for me, baby. To make something constantly face the player using just the player's position. Oh, what the hell? I thought so. Do we even have ATAN? We have math. We have plus, minus, times, division, modulus. I don't know if it has tangents and cosines. I'm pretty sure it should, though. Encode assuming X and Z plane like in UEFN or 3D engines. Yeah, you're right. Okay, well, let's get this in. We're going to have to change this because this is not the right language. But we also just need a... Wait, go back. The player position needs to update, so we need to make a move towards player. Let's just do it in here for now. Yeah. We'll have to switch this around later. Ropey, you work at Intel? Aren't you familiar with programming? No, I work more on the manufacturing management side. Oh yeah, nice. Nice. Let's see. Delta X, delta Z, float. What is it called? Its position. My brain is not functioning right now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Position. So we have our deltas. If ya... Okay. See, that's what I don't get. Take a break, Mace. You can come back. No, I'll come back soon, but I want to do this. This one right here. Don't worry, don't be confused by the if. This if, I don't know why I put it. This usually is just in, it's in other ones too. But it's if this value can actually, this can actually be a value. It's not actually if yaw angle equals whatever that is. This is actually assigning, this is actually in the right language. Pretty much. It's nice, convenient. So let's put this in. I don't think a tan 2 is going to work though. And I don't think degrees is going to also work. So we're going to have to look those up in the, we can call it the coding dictionary. AKA its documentation. Let's go further. Control V. Did the comments wrong though. Oh my god, why is it not angry? Watch when I delete this. Ooh, squeaked. Yeah, there it is. Okay. We need to convert to degrees. If yaw angle, actually, we can't access it outside of this, so let us do temp yaw angle, and then we say set yaw angle equal to temp yaw angle. I know it's unknown. Now we make a variable called yaw angle. I did not mean to put a space. And we need a float. And as of now, it equals 0.0 for now. Okay, now we go into here and we go to degrees. Are there two E's in degrees? Pretty sure. Degrees. Radians to degrees. Pretty sure that's what we're looking for because tangents, they do radians. So we want radians to degrees. Control C. I think that's what the AI was doing. I hope. Spend fact that I can fail in the if condition. I don't need this? Wait, what is this? Unknown identifier ATAN2. Okay, let's see what it meant by ATAN2. What do you mean by ATAN2? Do you just mean tangent 2? Or like the opposite of tangent 2? Because that's what ATAN. Arctangent. But why? Oh, okay. Calm down. I get it. I know. I didn't know if you were trying to say arctangent or something else. Tan. Gent. Please. Monkeys. Dang monkeys. I don't think... Oh, we do have a tan. Returns nan if not is infinite. Returns the tangent of x if is infinite. Can we do an arctan? Arctan. Look at that. Arctan. Where's my arctan? Is it capital or not capital? It is capital. Good to know. I think everything is right. Now we can take it out of the condition. Sweet. Boom. There. Now we have our thing, and then we go to yaw And we go yaw angle. Yaw angle. So every time move towards AJ. Oh, it's never called. Okay, you know what? Let's just put this here. Control Z. And we're gonna put this. We're gonna actually just replace this code with this. Control V. There you go. Now you have a new home. Be happy. I'm gonna have to do some of that other stuff again, but that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna go here. Control C, and we're gonna go Control V. Position. There we go. Now everybody is happy. What is running in the background? Is it an AC? Yes, there's an AC unit over there. It's at 68 degrees right now. It feels great. I'm also behind the hot green screen, so it's really nice. Okay. Enhance. Now we just look. I think this should work. AI said it should work, so let's see if it works. So I don't get it, but we did everything right. We have no errors. It should rotate the AJ to the player's position. Okay, it indeed does not rotate the AJ. So now let's see what's happening real quick. And let us print out variable wait. Let's set this to 0.1. 0.1. Okay, good. We have the yaw angle, which the yaw angle updates based on the player's... No, it doesn't. It's only positioned once. Oh no. I'm stupid. Let's go down here. Let's say player position so that we don't make the computer mad by having two positions. You know, they're the same variable. Even though they're not in the same function, it could still just makes it easier to understand. Okay, this should now update because it's in a loop. Yeah. Maybe. Once we get this to work, we should be good. Famous last words, right? Balls. It's not working. We can blame the AI. We took it from the AI, okay? Let us now see what's happening. Set yaw angle to temp yaw angle. Okay, wait. Give me a second. Print. Let's do yaw angle. Yaw angle. And just so that we are not overwhelmed, let's make it 0.2. Actually, that's actually really fast. 1.2. Build verse code. You're so smart. Thank you. Thank you, Ropey. This should tell us, but usually what happens is that it's going to be zeros. Hopefully it's not, and I have an error, but I think it's going to be zeros. It's zeros. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's not ideal. It's not really what we want. Delta X is a float, player position minus... Wait. What the hell was it thinking? It's X minus X and Z minus Z. What is... AI, what the hell are you thinking? Where'd you get your player locate? Oh! Stupid AI, right? Such an idiot. I hate that stupid AI. God, I hate him so much. It's all his fault. Blame him. Definitely nothing else that could have gone wrong. Right? Right? Oh my god, that's so stupid. I do that so many times. AJ position. Wait, that's not what I want. Just want AJ. And then AJ. Okay. Now that I fixed just close that AI's problem. Let's see if it works. Knew that. Hee hee. And the cake slow and the feet. Wow. Let's see. Stupid AI. Does it work though? Oof. Okay. That's not what we wanted at all. Okay, if I move away from him, he should... Okay. Why is it still at 2? He should be looking at me. Why is he not turning? Is he going to turn when I get closer? See, that's not how that works. When will he turn? Oh, there he goes. Oh, there he is. Okay. Okay. Have the feet. I'm going for the neck. Vampire on deck. Oh my god. You guys are crazy. Give me a second. 0.1. 0.1. Okay. It should update it. We might have to edit. Why are you guys choosing parts? Why don't you want a whole package? Free samples has a point. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, it's at 162. Now if I move over here, 135. Okay, that's not that bad. Okay, except when it gets here. It doesn't go into the negatives. That's what's happening with that part. Okay, right when I get here, we're all good. But then... And then it stops. Because it can't do the negatives. And it goes back to positive. Balls. I'm a Bombard AI. If it was AJ, I want it all. Oh yeah. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Yes, you did. You did not know it. There is a problem in your logic. Logic. What if the ya needs to be negative? 4 question marks. Okay, now that I'm saying it out loud. Yes! Oh my god, thank you. Thank you. I love the energy. Look at the energy. Wait. Wait, I don't get that. What? What is ATAN 2? I want ATAN 2. Wait. I don't have ATAN 2. Radians to degrees. Radians to degrees. Tan. Wait. Tangent? Returns the tangent. Arctan returns the angle and radiance of the origin between a ray pointing to x, y, and the positive x-axis, such as... That's what we're looking for. That's what I use, though. Hyperbolic? You know, I use the right one. I use arctan, returns the inverse tangent, arctangent of x, such that... No, wait, this one. Returns the angle in radians at the origin between a ray pointing to x and y and the positive x axis, such that high float arctan. Yeah, that's fine. I did that right. Him being actually perfect won me over. Literally perfect. Mason amuses himself. That is also attractive. Oh, yeah. Wait, what? No, it's not. Oh, my God. It's not. Dirty bastard. Okay, well, it doesn't go into the negatives, so... That sucks a lot of monkeys, but... And let me print delta x and delta y. Okay? We should definitely print delta x and delta y, I feel like. Where is... Go away. No. Big, but small. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So it kind of works, but AI is wrong. Wrong. Radians to degrees. Is that what it means when it writes degrees? Does degrees mean radians to degrees? Do you know what I mean? Uh-oh. 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 I'm lagging. That not good. What is happening? Okay, there we go. Wait, what? Does degree... Wait. Just do... Yes. Inverse and most game engines, the function degrees is used to convert from radians to degrees. Okay, so I did that right. I did that right. So if ATAN 2 gives you 1.57, which is... I know. Ropey, there's something Mason could use right now that would be a stress reliever for him. Okay. AI. Okay, here is my code. I'm pretty sure it's just Fortnite doesn't let you do negative angles. Everything works fine except when I go behind or get into the negative regions of the object. It will just go back to positive. God, I'm screaming at him. Oh my God, dude. We don't want to worry about the spelling. He'll get it. What do you mean? X and Y flat, Z is vertical. Oh! Swapped! Why are you so excited? Shut the hell up. Player position, vector 3, Fort.get transformed, translation. X and X. Z and Z. Okay. What did you change? Delta X and Z, you flipped them? Why? Why'd you do that? I don't know. But he did it. Let's test it. Guys, Mason is a person, not an object to be objectified. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a woman. No, I'm joking. I was a joke. But no. Don't do that. Let's see if this works. It doesn't make sense why that changed those negative numbers. Oh, it goes negative now. No, it still doesn't work. See, what is that? Why is that happening? I don't know. It stays in the negatives and really doesn't like to leave them right there. We're gonna say all caps. No. Still don't worky. Oh my God, ChatGPT. God, I want to kick you like the little child you are. All right, let's cook. That's so stupid, bro. I want to shoot people who say that. Sorry, my bad. The yaw stopping weirdly going back to positive and ignoring the object's coordinate system or angle normalization issue. So then... fucking... Sorry, my bad. The skull emoji got me off guard, dude. Thank you so much. I thought that I shouldn't use Z, but I don't. I hate you, ChatGPT. X and Y, delta Y. No! Thank you. Thank you very much. Delta Y. Okay, let's do this. Now it's gonna work. First try, watch. First try working. Okay. Angles look good. Never mind. Wait. It's so inconsistent. We need to go here. Set yaw angle to... Can I just make it negative? Let's make it like negative or something. What'll that do? Push first changes. Thank you very much. Oh, I did it! All me, baby, no AI. Oh my god, let's go. Okay, good. That's good, and now we go behind a wall. We will turn off the rotationing. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. Let's go. Not bad, and now that's our cameraman. If we go behind the wall, it goes away. He doesn't see us. It's pretty good, and it doesn't lag that much for turning. I think it's pretty smooth. It looks smooth, like he's turning, not like he's like teleporting. Good. Good. Okay, so this is probably where we're going to end it. What we're going to do next time, we are going to make it so that he only turns when the perception trigger registers a player. When it doesn't, he stops turning to like face a player, and then he will go back to a patrol node, which we can't use these. These are for actual guards. We'll have to make our own out of big, beautiful, flumptuous balls. And we're just gonna make a square, and we're gonna make hallways. So the next thing, we're gonna make hallways just in a square, kind of a square. We'll put one through the middle, and then we will, yeah, stuff like that. So will it be like a time chase? No, it's gonna be more like Alfredo's. This is just gonna be a testing hallway. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make like maybe 3 of these, you know, like maybe that big. And this isn't gonna be a part of the actual game yet. We're gonna make it that big. Control CV, and then we just do maybe 1 there or something. And then we can do 1 over here to connect them. All right. And along all of these, we will have a second one. Woo! And essentially inside this, just so that we can test, we'll put a dot here at the corner, a dot here, a dot here, and a dot here. And we will make the AI move there. Not the AI, it's not really AI. You know what I mean though. But we'll make him move there. And then from that, let's put this over here. He will decide to either turn around. 2 options. Do we want 2 options? Let's do 2 options, but let's encourage moving forward. Okay? We need to encourage moving forward. So we'll do two options to move forward and 1 option to turn around if he wants to. At every dot. And if he does turn around, then that means he just goes back to that dot. And if he doesn't, he goes to the 4 dot. If during any of this the perception trigger notices that there is a player, we make his rotation register to the player that's been registered by the perception trigger, and then from there we also make him move towards the player immediately right when they've been registered by the perception trigger. Why this will work is because when the perception trigger doesn't register is when the player's behind a wall, so he won't run into a wall. And then when the perception trigger does not see a player anymore, we'll just put him back on his node path. Yeah. The putting back on the node path is going to be the hardest part. But for now, that's going to be it. We have a start. And Alejandro's going to love it. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. You can leave comments if you have suggestions for maybe ideas on what you want to do with the game. Always think of things, what you want to add. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. And remember, stay tard. Peace. Let me turn it off now. Now, peace.